So don't expect 2 videos in 2 days very often. We hit a new topic today, and I want to talk about it. Imagine that we have not a hollow triangle like we had yesterday, but in fact a solid triangle. And I want to know how many dots are in this picture. Well, I'm going to add one more row here. There's 1 dot here. There's 2 dots in this row. There's 3 dots in this row. There's 4 dots in that row. There's 5 dots in this row. And there's 6 dots in that row. And we're going to add the numbers 1 through 6 together. We can figure out how many dots there are. Well, a guy named Gauss taught us that the first and the last will have the same sum as the second and the second last, and the third and the third last, all the way into the middle. And yeah, sure, check it out. 7, 7, and 7. And that's, of course, 3 sevens, which would be 21. 7 times 3 is 21, of course, you know that. Done. Let's take a look at adding just, well, how about just 1 through 7? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Now, when we added 1 plus 6 together, remember we got 7, 7, and 7. We got 21. So this should be 28. Well, let's see. There's an 8. Uh-oh. You know, I can't think of anything I can multiply 8 by to get 28. There's an 8. There's an 8. Oh, I think I just figured out what I'm going to multiply 8 by to get 28. That's 3 eighths and a 4. Now, what's interesting and significant here is that 4 is half of 8. So what we have here is 8 times 3.5. What's massively convenient? What's 7 divided by 2? Well, it's 3.5. Where's the middle of the middle of this list is at 3.5, huh? Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, it is the 3 half. It's a weird notion. But so 7 times 3.5 would be 24 plus 4, or 28. Hey, we told you that was the answer. Now, is it always going to be that simple? Is it always just going to be 8, 8, 8, and then... And if you think about it, that should make sense why that's a half of this. Because if this was with it, you know, if this guy had a dance partner, it would be another 4. 4 and 4 giving us 8. Well, it would be the same as itself, and thus, look, it's half of 8. But, hey, to make you feel better, let's do one more example. Let's make it something a little more interesting. Let's do 1 through 19. Well, oh, well, that's convenient. That's a 20. And that's a 20. Now, what's half of 19? Well, 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. So I know the midpoint is somewhere around 9. Well, what do I add to 9 to get 20? And the answer is 11. That gives me 20. And then I got that 10 in the middle. It's a half of 20. So how many 20s do I have? I have that many 20s plus 10. All right, 9 20s would be 180 plus 10 would be 190. Or I can do 9.5 times 20. And I hope you understood my logic there and know, well, yeah, 9.5 times 20 is clearly going to be 190. And that's well, largely what we did today, except, you know, if this is 1 through n, then what's that going to be? Well, that's always going to be, assuming we're starting at 1, that's always going to be 1 more than n. That's n plus 1. And, you know, what am I multiplying by? Multiplying by n divided by 2. So there actually is a formula, n over 2 times n plus 1. That's all. Have a lovely day.